How are you people doing today? Today I'm going to tell you a story from the Dhammapada of the Tipitaka, and this story is with regard to a very beautiful girl called Kundalakesi. She was born in a very rich family at Savatthi during the Buddha's times, and Buddha at that time was taking the Jetavana monastery. And this girl, being very rich, but she was very secluded also. She didn't want to mix up with many people. One day she saw a thief who was going to be beheaded for some theft that he had committed. So she fell in love with him. She went and told her father that I want to get married to him. Please get him released. So the father had to spend a lot of money to get the thief released, and they got married. But the thief, being a thief, he would not let go of his ways. So decided that since Kundalakesi was herself very rich, he asked her that please put all your jewelry together. We have to offer it to the mountain devas who are there. It is I have a lot of respect for that mountain deity. So let us go there with all our jewelry and all our offerings. So she very innocently put everything, all her wealth in that bag, and she went with her husband. When they reached the top of the mountain, the husband said, I intend to kill you because I have no use for you. Then Kundalakesi thought that she would have to survive. If she wanted, she would have to be a little crafty to survive this attempt on her life. So she said, okay, no problem, you can take my life, but before I do that, I respect you a lot. So let me pay obeisance to you. Please stand at one place. So the husband stood at one place and she went around him. And since he was standing at the edge of the mountain, she actually pushed him off the mountain. After this deed was done, she felt very bad. She did not feel like going back home. So she decided that she would just go to wherever she finds solace. There were some female parabajikas, that is wandering bhikkhunis. So she joined them and she learned a lot of things from them. She learned their craft. She became the questioning kind. After whatever she had to learn from the parabajikas, she decided to leave them, and they told her, whatever are your questions, you can go throughout Jambudvipa. Jambudvipa is entire India. So she went everywhere asking questions to whatever were her queries. It so happened that she came to Savatthi, and as was her practice, she made a mound of mud and she put a stick there, which means she had some query to ask to people, and whoever was ready to debate with her were supposed to sit there around the mound. Venerable Sariputta was passing nearby, and he decided to debate with Kundalakesi. And it so happened that after she asked 1,000 questions, and he was able to answer all the questions, whatever was asked to her. And then he asked just one question to her, that was in Pali. He asked a question, Ekam Nama Kim, which means what is the one. She couldn't answer that, and then she asked him, what do I have to do to answer? So then he asked her to become a bhikkhuni, and she became a bhikkhuni. She was known as Theri Kundalakesi, and within no time she became an arhat. And it so happened that after this, the bhikkhus asked the Buddha, is it possible for Bhikkhuni Kundalakesi to become an arhat after listening to the Dhamma so little? So, and also she had fought and won a victory over her husband, who was a thief, before she became a parabhajika. So then the Buddha answered in Pali, Yocha Gatha Satam Base Anatta Pada Samhita Ekam Dhamma Padam Seyo Yam Sutva Upasammati. which means better than the recitation of 100 verses that are senseless and unconnected with the realization of Nibbana, is the recitation of one single verse of the Dhamma if on hearing, if one is calmed. He also said, Yo sahasam sahassena sangame manuse jine ekancha jeya matanam save sangama juttamu. A man may conquer 1,000,000 men in battle, but one who conquers himself is indeed the greatest of conquerors. So when we listen to the story of Kundalakeshi and also the Pali verse, we understand that victory over the monkey mind is truly very, very difficult. At the same time, if we work on it, then it is definitely possible. May all beings be happy.